mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game? Why would I?
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, Morris, and that is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Morris, off play action. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And Lance's throw into the hands of Henry here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Okay. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Lance. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a give. Akers running left. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now Morris throwing on 3rd and long. This is intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Lance now on 1st down. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From midfield, here's Lance. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play.
The persons working in the vicinity of the direct rays of the arc. Remember the following. Cable used with electrode holders must be repaired for at least 10 feet from the holder. Ground return cables must have a current carrying capacity equal to or greater than the output capacity of the arc welding unit. Employers must provide adequate training as to the proper use of arc welding and cutting.
From the 36, Lance. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance steps away. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Section complete. Let's now discuss fire prevention.
Will be the final play of this first quarter.
1926.352, fire prevention. Fire is a serious hazard when welding or cutting. Below is a safety alert published after a welding fire occurred on a geological survey. A fire recently occurred on an offshore production platform during welding operations. Hot slag from welding on a handrail dropped to a lower deck onto the drop cloth covering an empty 55-gallon drum that had contained paint thinner. An explosion and fire ensued. The fire was extinguished quickly with dry chemicals and water. There was no injury to personnel or damage to the platform. The area had been inspected prior to the welding, but the drop cloth concealed the open paint thinner drum.
Or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
The operator will remove all such materials to a safe storage area near the welding site prior to welding or burning.
From the gun,
This section will review the OSHA requirements of Part 1926.352 on fire prevention and welding and cutting operations.
A little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the
OSHA
air?
regulations for
I think
fire
the
prevention.
possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think
designated safe location.
down is a time you
These
don't
objects
actually
cannot be
throw the
readily
ball.
moved.
I
All
say
critical
commit
fire
to the
hazards
run
in the
and
vicinity
think
must be
about
taken to a safe place or otherwise protected. If the objects or the fire hazards cannot be moved, positive means must be taken to confine the heat, sparks, and slag, and to protect the movable fire hazards from them. No welding, cutting, or heating can be done where flammable paints, compounds, or heavy dust concentrations create a hazard. Suitable fire extinguishing equipment must be immediately available in the work area and maintained in a state of readiness for instant use.
And it'll be intercepted.
Normal fire prevention precautions are not sufficient for a welding, cutting, or heating operation. Additional personnel, fire watchers, must be assigned to guard against fire while the actual welding, cutting, or heating operation is being performed. Fire watchers must also guard the area for a sufficient period of time after the work is completed, ensure that no possibility of fire exists. Fire watchers must be instructed of the specific anticipated fire hazards or knowledge that may be provided must be used. Welding, cutting, or heating is performed on walls, floors, and ceilings. The same precautions must be taken on the opposite side as are
knocks this
taken on
one
the
to the
side on
air.
which the welding is being performed. Due to the direct penetration of sparks or heat transfer, may introduce a fire
And
hazard
only
to
able
the
to get
adjacent
this to
area.
the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going right back to Akers. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. The 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Morris. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down at about the 2-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Morris looking to throw on second down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Morris. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this pass across midfield to the 48. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage. The entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
See that right there? That is a big gator, guys.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Lance. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. know he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Moore, the man in motion. Lance now on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They bring a receiver in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, LA.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. Now, there were a couple of occasions that felt like he might roll out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back in his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on first down is Lance. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring it second down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Rams territory, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
But it's easier said than done. Took up his laundry fight. We almost got him. I thought it was gentle. So it's just a little bit.
Now Lance.
And he's a little so cute behind it.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Short completion, just 4 yards. And second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
I want a bigger one. Smoky jungle run, right?
From the 40 now on second down. Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Morris now, off the play fake. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for him. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Slot man moves right. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. In motion right is Watkins. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion left goes Allen. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Buying time to his left. And he wisely, but throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. To throw is Morris. Throwing on first down. Being chipped, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf.
Under pressure, they got him again. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And caught by Henry.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lance now on first down.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Lance going to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing when you start.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marco Wilson, and the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Lance's pass complete to Ridley.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Morris on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. Well,
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the break and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the stairs. I ain't taking nothing from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching that, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it. That